with me having to paint the way I have to paint, I really don't want to show anybody. I'm having to do it a few panels at a time because of, well, the compressor I have, the gun I have, my abilities. It's the best way I can do it. The car's tagged again. Now I'm going to show you what I'm doing at the back of the car. Alright, I had to patch the bottom of the wheel well and had to do the inner panel. I seam sealed everything. I'm going to go back over this with some undercoating or something. But I can't really touch very many places. It's steady now. I have went above and beyond how far I was going to go originally. This was just going to be a rolling shell that ran and drove. It wasn't going to have any glass in it. It wasn't going to have an interior in it. It wasn't going to be painted. Yeah, I know. There's some orange peel in it. You could probably even say there's some dirt in it. But I couldn't imagine why. It doesn't really matter. You have to look at this car the way that I can look at this car. And in February of last year, this was a primer yellow shell of a Pro Street car. And the Super Sport was sitting in the field, rusting away. Really, I don't believe the yellow car would have ever been finished. It didn't have a VIN, and so it didn't have a title, and it didn't have the ability to have a title. It was only ever going to be a Pro Street drag car. And the Super Sport had been in the field since 1977, so it's pretty clear that it was never going to be fixed. And a year and 3 months later, a year and 2 months later, it's a car. It's a rough car, but it's a car. And that's something that it wasn't ever going to be again. So I choose to look at this as a win. No matter how rough it is, the car's a win. It would have never been anything again. The VIN number might have eventually moved on to something else, but the car itself, and the way I look at it, the blue car is what's sitting here, because I didn't do a VIN swap. I didn't rebody the car. I replaced everything that it would have had to have. The only difference is I replaced it with original metal from other cars, other than the trunk floor. I didn't buy anything new for this car, besides a couple gallons of Bondo, some primer, some paint. But as far as anything else on the car, the bodywork videos are done, the paint videos are done. It's just going to be here and there doing things to it to make it better, like putting door panels, finishing the interior, fixing the windows, fixing the rest of the wiring. But the majority of building the car is done. So this is going to be the final numbered video for this car. It's not the final video. Again, I'll do some more to it, but it's the final numbered video of this series. Like low budget Chevelle number 5000. I could keep going you know, it's not a build anymore. It's a continuation of the project, but it's not a build anymore. Because after it gets together and I run rear brake lines, I can drive this car just like it is. And that's something that I couldn't do before. Burning a little bit of paint.